Latte, do some yoga. It's been really hard to keep my place clean just because you're home all day every day, so it's just bound to get messier. Woo! There she goes. When I went to San Francisco to visit Diego like a couple years ago, we went to this vintage bookstore and they had all these free flyers and posters and little pieces of artwork, and I got this like 3 years ago. And if you want to stop it and screenshot it and then read it, this is so accurate to the current geopolitical climate and just what's going on. So, Zoe Leonard, 1992. This is a little note that my friend Andrea wrote me when she gifted me my first private one-on-one breathwork session. And then trans rights are human rights, because duh. Good morning. I had a really late start to my day and another day safer at home. So right now I'm just gonna do a little bit of my skincare, and we're using the big camera today just because why not? I have nowhere to be or have nowhere to go, so I can just tripod it and use a really nice camera. But this video is sponsored by Belief, which is a Korean beauty brand sold at Sephora. I'm using their Belief Aqua Balm Hydrating Toner right now. And it's really exciting because Sephora is having their spring sale, and you can get this deep hydration set, which I have been using and loving. So it comes with a full-size Belief True Cream Aqua Balm, which I've heard so many people rave about. It's been such an iconic product and I've always wanted to try it. It is super hydrating for a gel cream because I have dry to combination skin, so it's like dry everywhere, but then my T-zone is oily. I guess that's just combination skin. But I was so surprised at how hydrating this is. And then as you saw, I used the cleanser earlier in my bath. I'm gonna just apply some eye cream, and I have a really bougie little applicator, I guess. I don't know, it's not from Belief, but this is the Moisturizing Eye Balm. Oh, this is so cool and it feels so good. And look how tiny this is. Can you see it, hopefully? And this is actually one of their #1 picks at Sephora, and it's limited edition. It's also clean beauty, which I think is super cool. If you have kind of like dull or just super dehydrated skin, I highly recommend this. This entire set is a $57 value, but it's available on Sephora for $38, and I highly recommend it. It's such a nice starter kit too. Also really great for traveling. So check out the link down below and check out the Deep Hydration Aqua Balm set. Oh. So now I'm just gonna wait for my therapist. Oh, my agent just texted me. Oh, also, I saw that you did an online workshop. Love that. Looks like it went really well. I have so much, oh my gosh. Yeah, so yesterday we did the first Seen and Safe times the Cosmos workshop, and oh my gosh, we capped it at 100 people, but I think we had at least like 360 people sign up, and it was so awesome. If you came, it was such an amazing safe space, and so many people cried. It was only an hour, but the stories that were shared, I feel like were life-changing in the sense that people just didn't feel as alone, and I feel like I shared so much about myself. And if you, yeah, I don't know, it was, honestly, I felt so exhilarated by it and felt very in alignment with my purpose, and it's just crazy. So I think that's what I want to talk about that during therapy and stuff like that, just because it's pretty much like the first time that I felt really like, I don't know, I felt like, oh my gosh, this is what I'm meant to do. I'm meant to like help people and to tell stories and stuff like that. But if you came, it was so beautiful, and it was actually in collaboration with the Cosmos, which is pretty much an Asian American non-binary women's community, and it's based on wellness and self-development and just all of those things that I love. And I actually went to the Cosmos Summit, which was the first ever Asian American non-binary women's summit. Immediately walked into the room, and as soon as they did the keynote, I was already in tears because of the collective energy and because I personally identify as an empath. So it was just crazy, and I legitimately went in there and I was like, who are the founders of this summit? Like, I want to be friends, and like I want to be friends with people like this, people who are really just changing the course of history and creating amazing spaces. And lo and behold, one of the co-founders is a long time, well, I don't know if she's a long time, but she's a subscriber. And then the other one, Cass, who I really have gotten to know over the course of the past, what, I don't know, 8 months, has been such a guiding light and force of like amazingness. And her name is Cass, and they're kind of the ones that held me through it, and it was in collaboration with them, and she basically helped me facilitate all of it. And all I had to really do was talk about the programming and then just do the programming itself. But it was so beautiful. I am so full of gratitude. I feel so in alignment with my purpose, and I just want to do more things like that. And it's kind of ironic because I always wanted to do that in person. Seen and Safe was always supposed to be a community in person, but I think that with the current situation of everything, we've been forced to kind of just really catapult into that. Well, by we, I mean I. But it was awesome, and if you showed up and if you just listened, thank you so much. If you told me your story, a lot of people, I feel like, cried or just had so much reflection to walk away with, and yeah, it was awesome. So we're gonna do that again, basically, and I'm really hungry right now. So crazy! Well, I don't want to flash you. Alright, we got 6 minutes before I call her. Komi's so cute. By the way, I walk Komi. I just don't put it on the internet because I don't think anyone wants to see my dog going pee and poop. Woo! Just finished my therapy session, and I didn't cry this time. I usually always cry, just because it's a lot of heavy unpacking. So I just finished this book, and this is Many Lives, Many Masters, and I highly recommend if you would like to know more that pertains to the metaphysical, I guess, because he is a pretty well-known MD. Well, he's like the head of the Department of Psychiatry in Miami, has so many different titles, and this is about past life regression and all of the kind of spiritual aspects that are really kind of overlooked. But at the same time, something that we really talked about in therapy today was spiritual bypassing. And okay, so this is something I feel like can be really tricky with a lot of just a lot of us that have just newly kind of gotten to spirituality, I guess. But let me read it out loud so I don't mess it up. Spiritual bypassing is a tendency to use spiritual ideas and practices to sidestep or avoid facing unresolved emotional issues, psychological wounds, and unfinished developmental tasks. This term was first introduced in the early 1980s by John Wellwood, a Buddhist teacher and a psychotherapist. And this is something that my own therapist is kind of always like puts me in check about, because I actually was going to quit halfway through. I'm almost at a year of therapy, which is so crazy, but I was almost going to quit because I had never the intention of doing it this long, but I've seen such a transformative effect on me that I'm just gonna keep going no matter how difficult it is. But I was actually going to quit because amongst all of this, you know, psychotherapy work that I do, I've also been going to a lot more, I guess, spiritual oriented workshops. So that's including meditation, breathwork workshops, family constellation workshops, all the while doing therapy. And I found those things to be extremely beneficial in the moment, and I almost kind of thought that it would replace therapy. And she basically scalped me and was like, no, like you want to be very conscious of spiritual bypass, you know, like going to all these spiritual workshops but not doing the work down here on planet Earth. So ever since she told me about that, I just like continued with therapy, and I found ways to like do both of the spiritual work and psychotherapy. Both are so important. You need both. I think you need both. Like, it's just gonna be that much more transformative. Can I say transformative one more time? I have a few deadlines to make now. Defrosting riced cauliflower, and I'm just gonna get some kimchi, gochujang, onions, and tuna, and I'm gonna make some lunch, or I'm gonna make some brunch, I guess. I'm gonna make brunch. Sesame oil. You could chop these, but I'm too lazy. And you wanna get this and cheesecloth all the water out. Make the rice crispy. The thing with cauliflower fried rice is that it can be super mushy if you don't do all of these steps. It still tastes really good, but highly recommend doing this part. I have a little bit of zucchini. I'm going to put a little bit of zucchini, which also has a lot of water, so you just want to be very careful of that. Ah! I'm putting this in early on so that the fish seasoning can really marinate, because it really adds a lot of flavor. Komi loves zucchini, so I'm gonna give her some. Do you want zucchini? Oh, it's too bright. Do you want zucchini? Here you go. Here you go, darling. I'll leave it here for you. I have to go back to cooking, okay? You're so cute. Okay. Like a keto kimchi fried rice. I have this giant thing of green onions. I love green onion. Wow, beautiful. I think I got carried away with the gochujang, but because I was filming. But I'm so excited. Yeah, it's definitely still mushier than normal. But maybe it's because I use frozen rice cauliflower. But I honestly don't mind that it's mushy. The flavor is still really good. I just finished this candle last night, this big candle, and I used to just scrape it out or just put the makeup brushes right on top because I reuse these as makeup brush holders. They're so pretty and nice. Feels so bad throwing them away. But I don't know if I'm super late on the train, but you just basically pour hot water in here and then all of the wax will congeal it at the top, and then 3 or 4 hours later when the water cools down, you just literally pick up the disc of wax and then you just wash it and use it. It's so simple, it's so easy. You can see it. If you're not a TikTok star by the end of this quarantine, did you really participate in this quarantine? Follow me on TikTok at aizwg. All the amylees were taken. I do mental health and spirituality, and I'm having so much fun doing it. Everyone's been so supportive of them, and it's just awesome because Gen Z is ready to heal. Like, everyone on TikTok is so receptive to everything. So yeah, we have like friendly reminders for dating, healthy boundaries, how to hold space, why we're unconsciously attracted to toxic partners. We've got it all. Go follow me, aizwg. Oh my gosh, can you even see me? Am I focused? This is my TikTok setup. I don't even really use this for the light. I just use it as like a tripod just because it is so portable. I got this off Amazon. I think it was like $45. And here's Komi judging me and my new TikTok career. Speaking of TikTok, I saw this on TikTok. You just put it in the air fryer. So I had to buy it. They were also on sale. I want to eat one as a snack. So just pop it in. So I'm doing a new moon manifestation tarot spread, and this is from Biddy Tarot, and I saw it on my friend Lavender's Insta stories, and it goes, it just has like the mapping like that, so that's what I'm gonna do. It's 8 o'clock right now. I just took Komi upstairs to the dog park to go pee, and there were like 7 dogs up there. 2 Frenchies, Shiba Inu, a boxer puppy, a boxer German Shepherd. No, what is that thing? Australian Shepherd. Oh my god, thing. But it was so cute. It was such a party. We stayed up there for about like 30 minutes, and now Komi is pooped. And I think right now I'm gonna do a little bit of breath work and some possible journaling, just to really send off the night, and then I'm just gonna edit a little.
Should we tune in more? But that was what I had to see for me to take action. So it's very uncommon to see a negative, scary version in yourself, in a future self. Visualization, because I don't want you to get scared by it all the way to the core of your eyes. Slowly upright, hold.
walking downtown alone and I stumbled on someone haven't seen in a long time, probably since high school.
So I just finished that virtual breathwork session and I don't know if my makeup's messed up right now, but I definitely cried as always. I did a lot of journaling after and I kind of have goosebumps right now because I just had a huge aha moment just about a lot of my unresolved emotional trauma as a kid. And I know it's like such a lightweight topic, right? If you have not tried breathwork, I highly recommend it. It feels like 5 therapy sessions in one. Yeah, I'm having a huge aha moment about my deep, unresolved childhood trauma about a lot of things. And journaling really helps that. So I highly recommend journaling after. It gives you a lot of breakthrough moments. But thank you for watching this, and oh gosh, I feel so like speechless. I feel super speechless. It feels weird to say thanks for watching, but this is pretty much the end of my vlog. I'm gonna go to sleep now, take off my makeup because I cried a lot, but thank you so much for watching, and I'm sending you so much love from this computer screen to yours. And I will talk more about breathwork in another video, but I love you so much. Thank you for sharing space with me. Goodbye. Good night. Wait. Before I go,